It's okay to be materialistic. This is like one of the things, especially when manifesting abundance and bigger things. A lot of the time, people think that being materialistic, going for expensive things, or going for things that are not that needed for the survival, but you do want it to thrive, it's okay to go for it. There is a difference between survival and thriving. A lot of the people focus on the survival basic needs, that the food, shelter, clothing, and groceries or whatever. Like they focusing on the basic. That basic is just meeting your survival, but it's not helping you to thrive. And for thriving, you need more. You need different. You need extra. And it's okay to be materialistic. And this is coming from my own background where my parents is like, you need to save money. You need to focus on spending less money. Focus on fulfilling your basic needs, and that's it. And saving money. And saving money for what? Saving money for rainy days, emergency. What if you have an emergency and you need money? And to be frank, that advice never really resonates with me. I mean, I was focusing on that because I want to be a good daughter and all that stuff, so I was trying to do that, but in my heart it never resonated with me. It was like, okay, I only want to save money if I'm thriving, not after my basic needs met. For example, if I want to eat a pizza, but I'm telling myself that I shouldn't be eating pizza because pizza is more expensive and it's not needed for survival. Like I can eat any cheap food, right? I shouldn't be going for the pizza. Again, it depends. I'm just giving you this example because pizza is usually expensive than the other foods, if I'm right. Pizza and the burgers. I don't know. I mean, it depends from country to country. But again, this is just an example, okay? In your country, some other food will be more expensive than the other based on the location, based on whatever. So if you think that the pizza is not necessary for survival, of course, it's not necessary for survival. It's just for thriving because you like the taste, you like the flavor, and you really like the cheese or whatever toppings you have on your pizza, whatever you enjoy it. It's for thriving, it's not for survival. For survival, you can eat any cheap food, and then you are saving that money because pizza is expensive, and you're saving that money for the rainy days. Guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna have those rainy days. You're gonna have the situation, the emergency when you're gonna need the money. And this is coming from my parents' experience, and they always save money. And they save money. I'm not criticizing my parents here, but I'm just sharing the thing. I know, like, we do all have the habit to save money. And I'm not saying to go and take a loan or go and spend money on the credit card to get the material things. No. I'm just saying there is a difference between survival and the thriving, and it's okay to be materializing because it's okay to be materialistic. Honestly speaking, I was the person who was like, I shouldn't be materialistic because women have the reputation of like a gold digger. Like, oh, women are so expensive. Yes, we women are expensive. Expensive in terms of jewelry, makeup, clothing, accessories, spa, salon, whatever. We are expensive. And on top of that, we have the cravings because of our hormones, because of the time of our month, like time of the day in our month, whatever the periods or menstruation or post-menstrual, premenstrual, whatever the case is. We do have the cravings. Like I have a lot of the cravings. I have a huge chocolate and coffee cravings. And then the people think that, oh, being a woman is expensive. Yes, it's expensive being a woman. But then you are taking care of yourself. And if you I'm not saying you should not spend money, or you shouldn't be spending. I'm not judging or criticizing based on what you do. I'm just sharing my opinion here that whatever you think, it goes. Whatever you say is it goes. So if you're saying to yourself, I need to save money for rainy days, emergency, then that rainy days and emergency will going to come in your life when you're going to need money, and you save the money, here you go. And I'm not saying not to save the money or spend frivolously on the things that you don't want to buy, but I'm just saying that if you really want to have something, whether it's expensive jewelries, clothing, food, restaurant, or kind of like a treatment or traveling, whatever you want it for thriving, go and do that if you have the means to do it right now. And do it with the faith, with the trust that you will be provided for it, because it's necessary for you to be thrive. Survival is only meant for, like, survival is not going to help you create anything. You cannot create from survival. Survival is like you're stressed, you're worried, oh, I need to pay my bills, I need to eat food, I need to do this. So you're working from the survival, you're not working from the thrive. In striving, you create things, you manifest things, and you have ideas. In thriving, you have ideas, but in survival mode, you don't have any ideas, because your focus is only on the survival. So you're only going to talk about the survival or think about the survival and take actions from that. You won't be having new ideas, you won't be taking actions or choices out of the box, you wouldn't be focusing on creating or manifesting, because your focus is only on survival. So wherever your focus goes, that's you create. So whatever you say is that's going to be true for you. So it's important for you to be thriving, not just survival. And for a very long time, I was in a survival mode. And I'm not saying in terms of the money always, but I was in survival mode in terms of staying at my parents, that I gotta be getting good degree, good grades, good job, make good money and establish, like that kind of thing, being an independent woman and all that stuff. And I went to the college, the medical college, become professionally a doctor. And it's a great profession, no doubt, but it wasn't never meant for me. I was in survival mode my entire life. And still, like, it's been a very deep programming, so still sometimes that survival mode kicks inside of me, and it puts me in the zone that, oh, you shouldn't spend money on this thing, it's not necessary, it's not mandatory, it's thriving, it's not for your survival. And instead of actually taking action from that, I go and take that action if I wanted something inside of my heart. So wherever there is a demand, the supply will be there. So I just want to give you one example of buying the makeup. For me, the makeup is something that I am not a huge fan of makeup. And for a very long time, I always think that makeup is not necessary. It's not meant for survival. Definitely, it's not meant for survival. But it's meant for thriving. It's meant for making you feel more confident, because yes, for some people, if when they put the makeup, it makes them feel more confident. I'm not a makeup person, so for me, it's there or not, it doesn't matter. But I buy it because I wanted to give it a shot, I wanted to try, I want to see how it feels. So it was for thriving, it was for exploring, experimenting, and growth and evolution. So if I didn't buy it, I wouldn't experience the things. I wouldn't be able to experience that version of me who was wearing the makeup and how does it feel. So I'm not saying that I will wear makeup all my life or will not going to wear, whatever. It depends on me what I want to do it. The thing is that you can only create from the thriving mode. You cannot create on the survival mode. For manifestation, for creating something that you never created before, you gotta be in the thriving mode. You cannot create from survival mode. So focus on thriving, not on survival. And if you say that you're saving money for emergency, for rainy days, and whatever you say is it goes, so there will be the time it's gonna come when you gotta need that money, because you say so, it's gonna happen for you. So let me know if this piece of content resonates with you, and I'm going to share more personal experiences here on this channel regarding material abundance and manifesting money, because we all have stories around money. We all have it. Majority of the people have the stories around the money, and these stories are kind of like limiting us in moving forward and going to the next level in our life. No matter how much you work, how much effort you put in, how many degrees you have, how much experience you have, you still have a gap that you cannot bypass that gap. And there comes a time when you're like, you know what, I tried everything, and why can't I go above that? It's because of these things or these stories about the money that's keeping us stuck there and not going above that cap. So let me know if this video resonates. Comment down, give this video a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and if you want courses, master classes, the links are in description. Thank you so much. See you the next time. Bye bye.